What is going on, everybody? It's MW3 here, and I'm bringing you another gameplay and commentary. This time, it's actually not going to be me playing. This is my friend, XX Death by Gun XX, who who I offered to upload his. He has about 8 Moabs on his file share, and these are just 2 of them that I've recorded so far. I'm putting these 2 in here because I want to see what you guys think of them. And so, if you guys can tell me if you want to see more of these types of videos where I commentate over somebody else's Moabs and you guys can just watch it in the background, let me know. But yeah, this is his first Moab. He's using the ACR with the specialist setup, which is how I would probably, if I could ever get a Moab, which I probably won't, I would probably be using the ACR suppressed as well. I mean, it's just a great gun. So yeah, he's using the specialist package, and has the FMG9 Akimbos as his backup, and right here he gets all his specialist perks. But I'm not going to be talking about the gameplay because that can get really boring. You guys can just watch that and talk about it for yourself. What I wanted to talk about was my Christmas weekend. It was actually, I wouldn't say it was fun, yes, but I wouldn't say it was the best. There were definitely some highlights and very interesting stories that came out of it. So, how do I want to start this? So, usually for Christmas and Thanksgiving, I go down to New York to spend it with my family. And so, I went down with my dad and my sister, and we took the bus down there, which was actually, it was the first time we were taking the bus, and it was actually quite fast and really relaxing. I mean, sit on the bus, just on the computer, watching videos and stuff. It was really fun. And yeah, we stopped at a place for lunch, but we packed our own sandwiches. Anyway, so we're going down there. It takes about 4.5 hours to get there. And now, right as we get dropped off at 34th and 8th Street, the intersection, as we're going down Penn Station underneath Madison Square Garden, as soon as we walk towards the gate to enter down there, there are these 2 guys who are being separated by police officers, and they were like yelling at each other. One of them was like, there's just all this swearing going back and forth, and I just looked at my dad and he's like, yep, that's New York for you. And yeah, it was actually quite interesting. I don't know, one of the guys seemed to be saying, how would you like it if he did that to your sister? And I'm like, whoa. So right here he gets his Moab, and yeah, he calls it in. I'm going to show the explosions for both Moabs because I think they're pretty entertaining to look at and watch. See how many kills he gets. I think he only gets 4? He might get 3 with this. I'm not sure. No, he gets 4 kills, yeah. And yeah, so now it should, I think I just show off until he dies because everyone wants to know how you do after you get the Moab. For some reason, when you see somebody get a Moab, it always seems like they get maybe like 5 or 6 kills after, but then they die. Like, they're no longer cautious about how they're playing. I mean, there are some people who are extremely cautious on how they're playing, but he continues to start to kill people, and I speed this up here because the video would have been too long. But anyway, so as I was saying, we go into Penn Station, and we get train tickets to go to Port Washington where my grandma lives, because that's where we were going to be staying. And we wait, and then when we finally get on the train, it's all good. We take it to my grandma's house in Port Washington, and we stay there for the night. Nothing else more eventful happens. What did I do when I was there was I was basically just sitting on a couch watching NCIS and Criminal Minds, because those are great shows, and they're probably my favorite type of shows. Dramas, like action-y, crime scene drama things, CSI, stuff like that. I don't know, I like them. There were some actually really weird cases that they were going through, which I'm not going to discuss here because they're just awkward. But now it's going to cut to his next Moab, so this is on film, and I'm just only showing the Moab because the gameplay would have been too long. But yeah, so then that was on Christmas Eve when we went up. So now on Christmas we go to Mass in the morning because we're at my grandma's, and we basically are there for about an hour, and then we are gonna go to my aunt's house in the afternoon. And so as we're driving up, my sister's driving us there, and as we drive in, the street to my aunt's house is blocked by police cars and like the bomb squad, and it was just like, whoa, what's going on here? So we go around the block to go around from the other direction, and we call my cousin, and he's like, yeah, well, apparently this is what happened. Don't quote me on this exactly, but apparently a guy who had just gotten released from jail overdosed on drugs and died. And then as the police were coming in the house they saw suspicious packaging, so they called 911. Well, they called the bomb squad. They didn't call 911. What am I saying? They called the bomb squad, and the bomb squad showed up, and they had the whole street shut down for like a few hours apparently. And then when we got there, the cops were just sitting there with the ambulance people just drinking their coffee, because they're probably getting paid, what, like 3 times over what they normally get paid, because it's Christmas and they're working. So yeah, they just kind of milked it out there for another 4 or 5 hours. But nothing really that eventful went down during the actual course of the Christmas celebration, other than my cousin who choked on a slab of meat about, let's see, take your middle finger and your pointer and your index finger and put them next to each other. And now that's about the size, maybe a little thicker, of the size of meat that she choked on, which was quite disgusting to see, but it was all good. No one died. We did the Heimlich maneuver and it came out. Other than that, I didn't really get anything really special for Christmas. I got some nice clothes and some basic stuff. I got a nice Red Sox nutcracker, which I enjoyed quite a lot. And actually I have some highlight gifts. My sister gave me a mug that says Genius, but it's spelled out in the with letters from the periodic table, because I just love chemistry. And my mom got me a bacon tie. So those were 2 pretty epic gifts. Maybe I'll show them off in a video if I ever do a real life. I'll be wearing the bacon tie, drinking out of my Genius cup. But anyway, for that, that's the end of the video. But see you guys.